This was some yarn that I was able to buy today on Facebook Marketplace. So I have just got back from buying this yarn. So I bought them all off Facebook Marketplace off another girl who also crochets. And I bought 2 lots. So I bought this Flutter by JC yarn, and then I've also bought some other yarn as well. So my plan is tonight I'm going to save these because I want to make something specific, a teddy bear, so I'm going to put those in. Same for these as well. I'm actually going to take this one, and this one with me to work tonight so that I can make some octopus, because that's the plan for what I want to do tonight. I also bought a load of Aldi yarn off of her, so that's what I'm going to show next. So this is all the Aldi yarn that I bought. I'm going to save this, I'm going to save this, and this, and this one. She's given me some scraps, which is really lovely. Those aren't the same. I might make a small, tiny octopus out of this yarn, saying this is going to be octopus yarn. These two are the same, so I'm going to save it. That one's not quite the same, but it's close enough. And this one's so unusual. I'm not really sure what I'm going to make out of this, but I'll wait for it. So I'm going to take these two with me tonight and make some octopus out of these as well. And I've also got a project that I'm taking with me to babysit to finish. And then the rest of these are going to go into my yarn corner. So this is only the bedroom yarn corner. The bigger one is in my living room. But this is just where I store all my excess yarn. Not that I have a problem, but yeah. And then the rest of it, as I say, we'll make. And I'm thinking for this yarn, obviously it's flat pack, but I'm going to have this as, I think a pink teddy will be really cute. And the same for the yellow is maybe some teddies. And then any excess will be for some more octopus. So this is my bag, packed and ready for babysitting. I've also grabbed a load of my eyes. I've got 10 minutes until I have to leave, so I'm not going to add any more. I'm nearly done with this blanket here, and there's some other projects in here as well. But if I can make maybe 5 little octopus tonight, I'll be really happy. Just walking to babysitting. This is currently the state of the bag that I'm taking around with me. So the aim is to try and reduce it a little bit, and hopefully in a few hours, babysitting about 5 hours tonight, some projects will be finished, which is always a pro. Been here about half an hour. I've only just got this project out. I've got one more row of the edging to do, and then I'm going to do half double and then maybe a pom-pom type stitch for the border. And then once I've done that, I'm going to move to the next one. So step number 1, and I've got a nice cup of tea and I've got some snacks. It's been about an hour. I'm watching Ghosts, and so far I'm still working on that final round for this blanket, but it's going really beautifully, and I do like the design. It's about 2 hours later. Kids are still asleep. I've done I finished a row I was doing, and then I've done an extra row of half doubles, and now I'm doing this little pom-pom stitch. And I don't know whether I'll actually do any octopus tonight, but this is going well, and this is going to hopefully be finished soon and will be a nice present for one of my co-workers who's having a baby soon. So some progress, but not as much as I wanted, but at least there's still some. So we're still watching Ghosts. Parents are due home really soon, so I'll do a last update whilst I'm still at this house, and then I'll probably do another update in the morning, and hopefully tomorrow I have a bit of time to do some more. I'm going a bit slower than normal just because my arm hurts a bit, and I don't want to overdo it, but I do want to finish. So I finished all of this side, this long edge. I'm basically at this edge. So I've got this long bit to go and half of this, and then this blanket's done. So nearly there. I have finished my blanket. I've started an octopus, and Sam has decided it's called Violet, and he's going to make a dreadful backstory. Oop, I've been working today. This octopus is nearly finished, so I'm hoping I can finish him probably in the next 10 minutes, because I do need to actually go to another place this afternoon. So I was working from home this morning. And then my colleague's blanket is just there, finished. I've moved in all the ends. And I'm going to make a matching hat because I've got a little bit of yarn left over. So I'm going to finish her off today and put her in the finish bucket. And then same for the blanket and the matching hat. And I've got quite a lot of yarn left over. I'm debating leaving it here just to make my bag a bit lighter. And I was going to just try to do all of this yarn and use it all up. But I think it's going to be nicer just to kind of go through, reduce the general size of my bag that I'm carrying around with me so I've got less on, and go from there. And then I couldn't find scissors during this meeting, so I have a circular blade for rotary cutter for the fabric I usually use for quilting. And then we had a break during the meeting, so I was able to get a pair of scissors to cut up some of the fabric that I've been putting in along with the stuffing. So nearly done. And yeah, so she is officially done. I'm debating whether I put that in my display and leave it here, or whether I take it with me. I do have quite a lot of yarn that I've got mid-projects with, so I'm thinking I'm probably going to put it in the yarn display. And this is going to go in the finish box. Same for the lovely blanket that I've made for my colleague, but again, hat. So hat, finish box, this finish box, and yeah, I think it looks quite cool. I've just finished Craft Club and I made this much progress for this octopus. I don't have that much yarn, but I'm just chilling out for a bit. I think potentially I have the chaos bag, but I think if I could make a little bit of progress on this, I'll maybe do another littler octopus, and that'll be my project for tonight. I'm actually still in the pub where we do Craft Club, but I've just gone to my table on my own. And I have finished this little guy, and he's exactly one ball, which I'm really pleased about, because I didn't want to kind of not be finished and go home. I think I'm going to do another one using 2 strands, because this one's 3 strands together, and then after 2 strands I'm going to do 1 strand just to see the effect, but I think it's quite cool. I am probably going to start another octopus or do something little, and then I want to leave this pub maybe in the next 45 minutes or so, but I'm quite pleased with him. So 2 octopuses in one day. So my alarm to leave the pub has just gone off. I've made this much progress with this little pink and purple and white octopus, and yeah, I'm going to go home, put that one in my finish, maybe make some more progress with this one on the bus, and when I get home I want to finish off the hat that I started earlier, and yeah, and that will be that. Bag is still big, backpack is still full, but general progress, and the aim at the moment is to reduce the size of the bag, to use up some of the yarn that I bought from Facebook Marketplace on Saturday, and yeah, to finish off a project. I think once I finish the hat, that'll be the last big finish that I want to do, and then I'll post this video. I finished this octopus and I'm doing a training at work, so it's an online training, we're just on break now, so he's done, and I've made another one during the first hour and a half of the training, so pretty good going so far. And I've also got the hat, which I'm making on a knitting machine, and that's another thing that I'm doing this morning, so a few different projects just going, and yeah, 1, 2, 3. Well, just finished this matching hat for this blanket, and I'm excited to be ready to give it. I've also been crocheting whilst working, and I've got a lovely mess on the floor of all the paperwork I need to sort through, but this is quite cutesy and I'm glad it's done. Just doing a bit of sorting. So this is my box where it's finished. This is a box of things that are recently finished, and usually I store it so that the finished stuff goes on this top shelf, whereas my stuff in the middle goes on this shelf, so it's easier just to kind of put them in. Got quite a few creations that I'm just moving over, so a few octopus, these are all kind of being saved for whenever the next market is. A few more octopus. I've made quite a few, which is good. I've got one baby blanket and a few little ones, and then I'm going to put this stuff I've just finished into this box because I'm going to be giving it to the colleague, my co-worker, quite soon. So that's it. I think what I'm going to do is carry on making the octopus I've started and try to fill this box up again. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with everything that I've made, and that's that. Finished my work day. This octopus hasn't been finished, unfortunately. I couldn't find any eyes for him, but I've got some time now that I might finish him off, but I'll do that later. And during training, I also finished this one, and I have to say, so far, I think he might be my favourite. I really love the way the colours have come. So I'm actually just on my way. I'm going to pop over to like the next town over, and I might do some work later on just for crafting and making. But that's it. That's everything that I've made.